like really, really hard to deal with. It's like we have the other people working. So I was unnecessarily got pulled into some conversation. I was like literally very junior among them. I
What's the
joined
experience that you had?
experience, yeah, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Anil, I joined the company 6 months ago. I was like fresher and very junior.
Front office.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So when I joined 15 days, I was like trying to figure out the things and all. And after 15 days, I got connected to the other people, other people also who are working in my same department. And then we started going for lunch and all. And I usually keep on hearing about like bad bitching, everything. But I get to know like I have to keep it up to myself that I should not, go and tell in front of them like somebody's selling this and that. That is not my nature actually. And I don't even entertain such kind of politics into the working environment because I really want to keep it very professional. True. Yes. So, but what happened is like from the day one when I'm following this policy within my heart, and suddenly what happened is this kind of gossip going on because if somebody is missed from the table, okay, if I don't come to the table on lunch table, I will be on the menu. Just like that. If somebody else is not coming to the table, they are going to be on menu. Oh my, that is what that date had happened. So I went and I was having that. The topic came up and they were discussing. I was in touch with that colleague regarding some kind of procurement.
Who was on menu?
Yeah. And they were like continuously everybody keeps on talking and really calm and composed. I don't talk much. So I heard, I was like, मुझे क्या करना है भाई छोड़ दो. Why should I say no, no, she's oops, she's not feeling well? Why should I clarify? Because they will think something differently, like, oh, she's in touch. Okay, she newly joined and she's in touch with her, with that woman. And they literally don't like that woman. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't want to discuss. See, I am discussing regarding my procurement. That is up to my thing.
Thing.
And I don't want to tell in front of everyone. So next day when she came, she called me up. Hey, how are you? And all. I was like, yeah. See, you were roof yesterday and there was some gossip. I don't want to mention the names. And please don't say that I was aware that you were roof because I don't want this misunderstandings to be created in between the team.
What? You were roof? You were rude.
No, no. She
Mm.
was oof, out of office.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I was know that you were oof and they were discussing this. Please don't tell in front of everybody like I know that you were on oof and still I did not said because I don't want to get into such topics. That's the reason I did not said anything about you.
But is that the topic was around being out of office kind of thing? Like
The phone was out of office due to the sick leave,
okay.
and they were talking about the person who was already. I mean, as I told you, she was on the menu, and they were gossiping about her.
Ah, okay,
She was
okay.
very talkative, and she's so irritating. All those things they were talking about, and assuming that she went to lunch with somebody else and all. The moment then she came to office, then she called me. I told, see, this is a small thing I want to tell you. See, they don't drag my name into all these things. So they were gossiping. I know you were Roop, but I did not inform them because I don't want my name to get into something politics. She was like, yeah, don't worry. You tell me whatever it is. I was like, no, no, I'm just coming for lunch. I'll tell you later. Okay, I just cut the call. And then later when she came for lunch, nobody was there at the table. They were like picking up their plates.
Okay.
I came first. So she was like, tell me quickly. I will not tell anyone. I was like, yeah, they were gossiping about you, and that's a common I have seen first time because in my previous all there was nothing like that. I had my separate thing. So here I'm just seeing to the first time. Okay, I told her. And she was like, okay, everything fine. And then when I went back home in the evening, the topic arises again.
Okay.
Everything was discussed, mentioning my name, adding much more masala context to that, blaming my name, and without my consent, she recorded that call. It's okay if she recorded call. I did not say anything bad about anyone. I
Oh,
just
the one where she was asking you,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
what did they gossip and everything?
exactly. But it's okay if she record the call, but still recording the call without the consent in the work premises itself, it's not
Not
correct. It
correct.
is against the company policy. And you are circulating that voice recording without my knowledge, that is also wrong. And blaming me for the words which I have not said and pressurizing me to accept the blame, that is really very wrong. I
So
cannot accept that. Oh my God. Everybody, I don't know whatever they discussed in the group and on next day when I came to office, they started asking, you said that she's mentioning your name. I immediately called her. I asked like, why are those people mentioning my name? Because I did not say the remaining things what you are telling them. Who said you? Can you please tell me the clearly? No, no, maybe they are picking up your name because you're new and you're easy to target and blah blah blah. She said, and these things will keep going on. You just take it easy and go with the flow, focus on your work, etc. She gave me all this kind of lecture, and I was like, fine, theek hai. Whatever they said, I don't give a shit about it. Bolke, I just left. But still, one of the, I mean, two people, they are like, they are finding it very entertaining, and they really want to gossip about it. They really want some kind of entertainment to be going on, because I don't know what's the mental issue they have. So they were dragging it till the week, pulling my name. I was like keeping very calm, composed. I was like, chalo, let it happen. I'm not involved. But that particular call recording where I mentioned ki we were assuming you went for lunch with somebody else. That's the reason you are not on table. But please don't tell that I was aware that you are. This is the word she used.
Oh.
And somebody forced her to reveal the recording. She revealed the recording and she circulated that. And they called me on my own floor in my own conference room. Everybody was there, gathered over there. It was discussed earlier only. I was not known about it on a Monday. So it was already happened. The discussion already happened during the weekends only, I assume, in the Sunday. And Monday, immediately morning, they came and they just started playing the recording. I'm okay, play the recording. The recording is like same that what I have already told you. What's the difference? Just tell me. I did not mention that I called her, but I actually told you whatever the discussion happened, till where I said. After that, who said, I don't know, I don't have any concern. If you really want to find out, just go and find out. No, you have to find out because your name is being pulled. None of my concern.
Anyone can pull anyone's name, but the fact is what
Yeah,
the fact is.
nobody's coming from the heaven like an angel and speaking the truth. If you really want to find out, please find out. It's not my part. It's not my responsibility to find the culprit. I'm here coming for my work and I'm just leaving for my own. You cannot prescribe it. But still, everybody was started blaming me and what is. And I was like, literally felt very, very bad and embarrassing. And I lost all the confidence because my own friends are like turned against me. And that thing has really, really hurted me like anything. So I just took my bag and I just went back home. I did not even inform anybody because I was literally going through a lot of stress in my mind. I was feeling very, very sleepless. And today I came to hospital because of that only, because I was facing health issues. I lost my appetite. I was literally sleepless since last night. I was struggling to sleep and I don't know what to do next. Few people are asking me to, I contact with a lawyer on the working search and all, online. I thought of just discussing with someone rather than discussing with my people around me. I just thought of consulting to a lawyer who can suggest me better in all these things because they are much aware about the policies, what I don't know. So they asked me to just drop an email to the HR, loop my manager into that, and blah blah blah. I was like, okay, I'll do it. But still, I was not feeling confident that it should not impact my image in front of my manager because my team really liked me. And my image should not get spoiled because of all these things, because I don't want my manager to be confused about me. Yeah. So that was again, I was feeling very, very, sleepless last. Then I thought, okay, chalo, I'll come to the hospital, I'll talk to the madam. I discussed with the ma'am all these things because of this. Maybe I'm feeling very stressed and I'm feeling sleepless. I'm getting migraine pain. I'm not able to tolerate
Swarna
all
ma'am.
this thing. Sanna ma'am, which is Swarna ma'am also, and also Kalpana ma'am. Oh, okay. Yeah. So they just said me, ki, no, you have to wait till your manager comes back to the office. You first discuss with her and then, whatever, because they are really trained managers. They are really highly qualified people. So they will know better what to do next. So first you have to bring it to your manager's notice and then you go to the escalation if it is required and if it is said by your manager, and then you have to loop in. I'm really satisfied. And then I talked to my senior manager and discussed with him. Then there I got some kind of, hope, ki, yeah,
Guidance.
fine. I can talk to my manager confidently about it because they are not going to think wrong about it.
Correct.
I
Correct.
was concerned that my image should not get spoiled because I was going really, really well. My team appreciate me very well. Like, but I was scared of this thing ki they should not think wrong. Now they gave me the assurance that they are like trained manager. They are definitely not going to think about wrong because they know how the professionalism works. They know what is the ethics and everything because they have seen the company since a very long time and they know how to handle the situation, and you have to work under them, and it's their responsibility now to motivate you to back to the work. So now I'll go to home. I'll just try to, talk to my manager regarding it and this.
I think you already spoke to your manager, right?
No, this is the another manager.
Another
Yes,
manager.
another team.
Okay. But I think that's the right direction because before they come to know from someone else, something else, you can give the right perspective. So always that would be the good strategy ke if you are worried about something and you don't know how they will take, so better to beforehand tell them from your side as to what actually happened, so they get to know the first hand view of the story from the horse's mouth.
Exactly.
Instead of someone else's.
Exactly.
Correct. My God. So I'm so this thing because it's by I think serendipity. I just overheard. I was actually doing my own call, but you were so down that I couldn't help but take notice of what's happening, and I thought that I should have a word with
Looking
you.
at my face, everybody was asking me what happened, what happened.
Yeah, you're so
Those
disturbed.
people know me very well, actually.
Acha.
Yeah, my whole family comes to the hospital and they are like doing very good treatment here. So we prefer. I'm born in this hospital.
Even me, like I mean, all of us come here and
My
we
sister,
know
my siblings, and everyone.
everyone.
Yeah.
And I was telling, okay.
These people were, they are like very shocked to see me like this. They were asking me what happened, what happened. When I discussed with the doctor.
Hmm. Yeah, good. Good that you took a step and you actually did that thing that most people don't do. I mean, it was just a simple, you had to seek out help. And I want to really pat you on your back that you took some step, came and asked some professional help as to what should be done.
Exactly. Because sitting at home make me feel more suffocated. I was feeling so breathlessness when I'm at home and I don't have anybody to consult. So better I said like I'll go to hospital first and then I'll think I'll just get out of the house, right?
That's the best strategy. Take a break from your state. Otherwise, the mind has a way of tricking us. It can bring us down very quickly. So you have to change your state, meaning change your environment, go to some other place where you will find some support and everything. So you did that as a first step. And then you got good guidance that, this is always, I tell always my people around me, whomever come to me, before you are worried about a problem. So you tackle the problem head on. Don't wait for it to happen and then do something about it, because that will be firefighting.
Yeah.
So now what do you think is your next way? How will you I have some this perspective on this thing. Whenever something happens with some bad situation, like I say, convert it. Like, don't think oh mere saath hua hai. Leverage it to your advantage. Like it happened in my case, like meaning like ab idhar hua hai na, this is what happened. So now I want to leave you this perspective. Do you think now you can um change the perspective of the people around you by doing something different? Like they have done what they have done. Use this opportunity to make yourself like the hero. Instead of they wanted to make you a villain, right? You become a hero instead by doing things which are right. Because they wanted you to do something wrong and you didn't
Really want some
participate.
change. Seriously, I really want. I cannot stuck in this situation. I'm not person who got stuck in the situation very often. It's like first time happening with me. So I really want some change. Better I'll host some kind of, some kind of tea party or iftar party next week so that I can just, get relaxed with
And
my
mind
work
relax, because
environment.
when you are in a with a good mind, you will be able to think of solutions.
Yeah.
And what I say is, don't leave it here, take this forward too. Because remember where it all started from? It started from a gossip.
Yeah.
So what's the root cause of all this unhealthy environment is the root cause. And
Exactly.
you
And
are
trusting somebody.
exactly. The second point is,
Trusting.
okay, now tell me, what would have been different? अब यही सिचुएशन को यू रिप्ले एंड आप क्या नहीं करते तो ये सिचुएशन ऐसे नहीं होती, मुझे बताइए.
Yeah, one thing I felt like either I should not call that lady and inform.
Yes.
That that is the main thing
अगर
where
आप
I
वो
get
नहीं
caught.
करते, अगर वो नहीं करते तो कुछ नहीं होता, राइट? क्योंकि वो तो रूटीन है ही उनका. आपने कॉल करके उनको इन्फॉर्म किया, दैट मेड दिस ट्रिगरिंग थिंग. मतलब जब हम अच्छे बनते हैं ना, लाइक आपने आपका मोटिव क्या था बिहाइंड वो कॉल? आपने क्या सोच कल था? लाइक रिमेंबर इन वर्क प्लेस, लाइक आई हैव बीन इन कॉर्पोरेट इन
I
यूएस.
wanted to be on a safe side. I was concerned about my safety.
बट हाउ वुड एनीवन नो? यू वर एनीवे देयर. लाइक आपने अपनी सेफ्टी को नहीं, आपने और उल्टा हो गया. यू ओ सॉरी सॉरी नो वरीज, दैट्स सो you were so much concerned about your safety that it got sabotage, right? Because you wanted it to be safe. Because The first rule is at workplace, no one is your friend.
Yeah, I have to understand that. Now I got to know.
They will just, I don't know, that's become the psyche that people actually, because they have to, वो ego एक concept रहता है ना, so they want to one way or the other make sure that they are also having an upper hand. So, but in any which way, the so whenever a situation happens with us, and good that you are learning, you learned a lesson quite early in your career and quite very fast. कुछ बड़ा मेजर होने से पहले you have learned a good lesson.
Exactly.
So you can leverage this thing, and but then you should replay back whenever a situation happens. That you replay back and think of what all you could have done and what all the action would have been.
Yeah, exactly.
So in this case, if you wouldn't have called and told her, then that couldn't have been become such a this thing.
Yeah, exactly. Why failure is like I easily trust someone.
Trust.
That is the thing I faced. I shouldn't even informed her, or else I would have on the day before first time itself. I would have told them, she's off. Either this or either that.
Hmm. What would have happened if you should know she's out of office? So what will happen if she's O?
तुमको कैसे पता है? कहीं ये तो टच में है उससे, because they don't really like her. And somebody is in touch with her, they really don't appreciate that. So there I got scared. That's the reason I got said कि she's off.
Okay.
Yeah, and I really don't talk to that lady often. I was in touch with her because they are kind of stakeholders when we work with each other. We have to stay in touch related to the devices, or it might be the other things also what we have in day-to-day basis. So this thing has happened.
That's okay. That's a part of learning.
I trusted her. That's the bad thing what I have done. I should not trust that lady. I trusted that.
Yeah, there's.
And what I feel like is, okay, she was not mentioning anybody's name when she went and asked. Okay. But the people who wants this to create an entertainment, they were literally forcing her. They were literally forcing her to reveal the name. And they were literally asking her the proof. And then I think she has, taken my name and then she has played that recording. Or else she wouldn't have done that.
But why did she even record without your consent? That's my first question.
It is auto record. In some mobiles, I think she uses Vivo, and there we have a inbuilt feature where the caller will not be notified like this call has been recorded.
So it doesn't call. This is the
It is normal call.
Okay, normal call.
Yeah, we will not come to know that Vivo user it's recording your call. That Oppo, whoever, it's recording your, because when we record in iPhone or Android, anything OnePlus, so it shows like your call has been recorded. In that, it was not showing. And I was not aware about it. And that is really, really legal.
Yeah.
I feel like those companies should not, allow this feature in the phone. It is literally very wrong, and it can be, leads to that electronic misuse.
Yeah.
That is also very wrong. It's kind of criminal act also in such cases, because they can turn the recording into any way they want.
Yeah.
They can even modify the recordings according to them. Because I don't have recording, I cannot show that she has modified because I don't have any proof, right? I'm an iPhone user. I don't have such kind of features in my phone. Even if she modified my recording, I cannot prove. That is the thing. So that feature has to get removed from the whatever phone was that. I'm assuming she uses Vivo because I saw that model and it's kind of Vivo model, and her husband works as a manager in the Vivo company.
Okay.
Because there are so many people working at the area. I don't know which brands and all. But I literally feel like she was using, because whenever she clicks the photo, there it's mentioned like Vivo, some kind of latest model. So there I assume like, oh, it's a Vivo phone. And it's a like, stupid feature of this inbuilt call recording. This Vivo company has to, remove this feature immediately.
Yeah, that is also one aspect. But from your point of view, okay, from your point of view, you also, what is that you will be doing differently? You will make sure that, yeah, what you did at this point of time was you were trusting her so much that you told whatever you had to tell, and that became kind of a something for them to again use against you. Yeah, exactly.
So now I'm just like completely focusing on my work. I'll be friendly with my manager. That's where the feedback has to come from, right? They are not paying my salary. They're not giving my feedback. I'm not here because of them. I'm here because of my performance and my teams and my manager's feedback. So it's better that I focus on that.
And two things you mentioned. You were scared, and you mentioned that, that you trusted her.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you one thing about. So now you know that you don't we don't trust people who work. Even if you're a very good friend, you never know, because things are like that. Not that we mean any bad or anything, but that's how the world is. Sometimes things can change. You never know, right? If suppose now today you are friend, later
Yeah.
on you are this thing. You don't know how it will be, right? So at workplace, you maintain professionalism. That's the first thing. Second thing you mentioned about being scared. So now tell me, if this is not handled, how will it trickle down to your later thing? Like, now you are scared. People will notice that you are scared, and they might take advantage of that situation. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you are junior, but then, some people learn in some, short time so quickly that you don't need to, they know everything, even though they might be junior. So don't use the junior thing against you. But in fact, what I say is that use it to strengthen your stance.
साथी
Yeah. So डरती है तो दुनिया, डराने वाला बोलते हैं ना, नहीं, जो डरा तो मरा। तो अगर झुकती है दुनिया, झुकाने वाला चाहिए. It's not about your senior, your junior. It's about whether, if you are scared, they will know that, oh, she's scared because of whatever. If supposing compared to you, there is another girl who is
depends on
outspoken,
person
they
to
will not
person.
mess with her. They will not mess with her
Exactly. And see, matlab,
because they know they're not
maturity
scared.
does not come with the age. One has to be, that much.
Correct. Correct.
What do I say? I mean, good character, good thinking, and professionalism. All these things makes them mature. It does not come with age. Someone is 40, I cannot expect her to be very mature because fools also grow old. I cannot convince fly to leave the shit and sit on honeycomb. Is it?
Wow.
We cannot convince the flies to leave the shit. That is shit. You have to sit on honeycomb. We cannot. That is the thing. What I learned from this.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, two things. Trust, now,
Yeah.
who are no one. Better, I don't think.
See, yeah, in the corporate life, no one is our friends or family over there. All are thinking about to saving their seats.
Yeah.
That's the thing I have to do.
And when you're scared, okay, tell me what will we do? What you'll do in a situation where someone is trying to, like, scare you and make you do something which is not right and everything.
I
Will you
will
say,
definitely reach out to the management. I'll reach out to HR or my manager first, and then I will ask her to suggest me what I have to do the next, or else she would be handling further. That's the thing.
करेक्ट करेक्ट सो लेकिन हाँ, अगर आप किसी को दिखा दिए कि मैं डरता हूँ, तो दे विल टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ दैट सिचुएशन. दैट्स द पॉइंट. तो थोड़ा, हाँ, आई नो वी फील दैट
Even
फियर.
if I feel that fear
Fear,
inside, I will
you
not
should
show
not
up.
show.
I
That's
will not show.
that is my
I will
point.
look very arrogant when I'm in anger mood.
Yeah.
And even I'm like literally upset with someone, I look arrogant. I cannot just say them like I'm upset with you and all. No, you will see only the arrogance.
I would not use the word arrogance, yeah, but assertive. Assertive is the right way, because if someone else is arrogant with you, you might not like it as well, right? But if you are assertive, not in an arrogant kind of way, because see, we have to be the way we want others also to be, right? Because you are actually modeling things for others. They should look up to you. Wow, I should be like her. She's so point of, she's so frank. She's not at the extreme end. She's not even arrogant and she's not even rude. She is assertive, just the way that me should be. Yeah. Why not be like that? Because then what will happen? People will be there on your side more than their side. The right people, I'm saying. And you would want that for yourself, I guess.
Exactly.